All right. Welcome back to the Origami Jedi, and today I have a really cool model. This here is called Mr. Muppet, and this origami model was designed by Mr. Gilad Aharoni, I believe. I hope I pronounced his name right, but I'll leave a link. I believe he has a new website, so I'll leave a link below. He does some great work. And also, I found this model in a book called The World's Best Origami, and it's just a bunch of really good models. This is one of them, and this is his design. It's really a pretty simple model. It's not too complex, and I like to use duo colored paper. This is yellow and red, or I have blue and yellow. You can also use standard origami paper, that's fine. For this particular model, I'm using 15 centimeter standard origami paper. And so let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start by folding the diagonals. We're gonna start with the corner, from corner to corner here. We're gonna fold evenly across here. Open that up, spin it around. Repeat on this side. It's a fairly simple model to make, not too many folds, and it ends up as a really good design in the end. So, all right, we have our verticals. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip the paper over, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna make two folds. I'm gonna make a fold on this right corner and a fold on the left corner, and each fold I'm gonna go in about a 1/2 inch. So let me show you what that looks like here. It's roughly a 1/2 inch from the point here. I'm gonna make a fold right about there. I'm gonna fold that in. Just like that. I'm gonna flip the model back over. And now when I fold this up here, it's gonna give me a reference point now to fold equally across that one. So I'm gonna lay this down. I'm gonna make that fold again, right to the middle, make sure it's lined up with that middle crease. And then you can kind of roll that up or just fold it right up to match that side. And then you should have two equal little triangles on each side. Now we're gonna open that back up. And your model should look like this so far. And so now, for our next fold, we're gonna be taking this top point and we're gonna bring it right down to the center crease here. Just like that, very simple. And we're gonna refold across that center crease, making sure that this point doesn't come out right there. Your model should look just like this here. All right. Now moving along, I'm gonna kind of spin this model around, and I'm gonna take this folded edge and fold it down to the bottom edge. And when I do that, I'm gonna let the top part, that flap, pop out. Just make sure to bring that evenly down to the center here, from center crease to center crease. Tighten those folds down on the side here, and your model should look like this. Kind of a cool design. All right, now we're gonna flip this model over, and we're gonna take these two top edges here and we're gonna fold them down right to the center like an airplane folds. And now you have this like kind of interesting design. If you have duo paper, it kind of looks like a bumblebee, kind of. Just like that. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take and turn the model over once again. You should have this little flap on top here. And once again, we're gonna fold these edges, these side edges, to the center line. And when we do that, we're gonna let the bottom part pop out again, right here, this little wing pop out. Making sure to keep this down, and then fold that right. Keep these layers together. Fold that right to the center, just like that. And smash it down here where that edge is. You can even use a bone folder, just like that. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. We're gonna let it pop, let that little wing pop out. Make sure you hold this edge, these folded edges together, and then bring those to the center just like that. And then you should have a design that looks even more like a bumblebee now, kinda. Almost like wings and stuff, but. All right, so let's go ahead and continue now. So what we're gonna do now, this is fairly simple, is we're gonna take, as you can see, there's a little yellow tab here. We're gonna just pop that out. We're gonna pop that center flap out like that. I'm gonna back out just a little bit. And you can see it has these creases here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open that with our finger, and we're gonna push these sides in, and we're gonna bring it together at a point right here. So it's like a flap. Just like that. And it doesn't matter what side you fold it to, you can fold it to the right side, to the left side. Just get a good crease in the middle. I like to fold it to the right for some reason. Just like that. Okay. Hope everybody's with me so far. So now we're going to continue on, and we're going to take this bottom edge, this edge here, and fold it to the center. We're going to bring that up. Just like that. And we're also going to repeat that on this side. We're going to bring this bottom edge up to the center. Again, folding it like a paper airplane kinda. And your model should look something like this right here. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. All right, so there we go. All right, now for our next step, I'm going to move this flap, which is going to end up being the nose, and move it to the right side, and I'm going to work on this little part right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this edge, this on the left side right here, left side of the model anyway, and fold it to the center. So what I like to do is take this flap, fold it down right here, and make a little mark right there so I know where, or you can even fold it, and so we know where to fold this line to. So I'm going to take this line right here and fold it down to that line where you made that crease. Fold that edge down to it. And we're going to move this flap over to that side, and we're going to repeat the same thing on this side. We're going to take and kind of make a little mark. I like to fold this edge down to here. And we're going to take it and fold it airplane style down to there. And you should have a triangle that's kind of equal on each side now. It might be a little bit offset, but it should be pretty equal. Just like that. All right, hope everybody's with me so far. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this red part right here, and we're gonna open that flap up to make the eyeball. So if you kind of stand it up a little bit, you'll see this flap has an opening. You can just kind of open that up and just pinch it down. And when you do, make sure that it's just even. Make sure the crease in the middle lines up with this crease right there. And just smash it down. There's one eyeball. Now you can move the nose over and then kind of stand this flap up a little bit. Open that up. There's another bam right there. Bam. Pretty simple. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make the nose, or work on the nose. So this flap is his nose, and again, there's an opening right there. So we're going to open that up. And this part right here, what you want to do is you want to make sure you kind of hold it down while you fold this nose down symmetrically, because you're going to take the center fold and fold it, smash it down right to the middle. So you can kind of put your finger in there, or you can put your bone folder in there, or whatever you want, and then just smash it down and make sure it's even. The important part is to make sure that it's even, because it tends to come out a little bit crooked no matter how good you fold it. So that's what we should have so far, just like that. All right, so now we're gonna work on the nose just a little bit deeper. We're gonna make it a little more skinnier. So in order to do that, I'm gonna start and fold this left side over, and I'm gonna take this crease on this edge and fold it right to the center again. This model has a lot of folds to the center line, so we're gonna fold that down one more time like the kite base, right to the center, and then fold it back over, and that's the left part of his nose. Right there. You can smash it down a little bit, and then we're gonna take the flap on the right and fold that over, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna fold that folded edge to the center, just like that, right next to his eyeball, and just make sure it matches on the other side. You'll see that they match together, and then once you do that, you can just open his nose up and just smash it down, just like that. Now you have kind of a skinnier looking Muppet nose right there. So that's what we have so far. Mr. Muppet Boy is moving right along. So now for our next fold, we're gonna take, this is really easy to fold. So we're gonna take the bottom here and we're gonna fold it up halfway, the point, to end up halfway between his eyeballs. So in his eyeballs, there's this little point right in the middle. That's where you're gonna put this point up to. And I'll show you an even better view of that using my ruler right here. Let me grab my ruler. So right about halfway of his eyes, that's where I bring this is my own preference. I'm gonna bring the point right to there. Just like that. And smash this bottom part down. Flip it back around. Just like that. All right. There's not too many steps left. We're almost done with the model, so let's go ahead and work on the next part, which is going to be his mouth. Now, in order to do his mouth, I also like to make a reference point right below his eyeballs. So where his eyeballs end on the bottom, that's where I like to fold the first fold down to. So you take the point, fold it down right to about the bottom of his eyeballs. Like right there. This is what I like to do. And then once you do that, you're gonna fold it down one more time. And this is up to your personal preference. I like to make his mouth like a little bigger, kind of like a clown mouth. So I'm gonna make sure that the folds are even. And then you wanna make sure that this fold doesn't get all wrapped up. But I fold from there, just like that. Right about there. You can move it up a little bit or whatever. Just like that. And that's his mouth. We're almost done with the model now. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold these edges back behind the model. Just like that. Just fold it over. Do the same on this side. Fold that back. And that kind of squares off the bottom part of his face. Just like that. Let me back out just a little bit here. All right, so now that we have almost the whole thing done, I also like to fold, because I think in his original design, yeah, we fold the top part over for his head. Just like that. It's up to you. You can leave it pointed and make him a cone head. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold, what I'm gonna do is fold the ears on each side. And I'm gonna show you where I fold those. I kind of fold them right around. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a fold right around here. I'm gonna mark it with a pencil so you can see it. But right around there, maybe a little shorter if you want. It depends on how big you want the ear, but somewhere right around there, maybe. That's where I'm gonna fold his ear. So I'm gonna fold his ear back. I'm just gonna fold it all the way back right there to the corner of the mouth. And I like to make sure that this side matches with that side. So I kind of can fold it in half here and kind of line it up right there. And then fold that part behind. Just like that. And then you'll have an even part on each side. And now we're just gonna fold the ear outward to give it the effect that it has kind of like a three-dimensional ear. And again, these measurements aren't, these are just my own preference on them. It doesn't matter how far you do it. You can make his eyes bigger or smaller. You can make the mouth skinnier. That's up to you. But that's pretty much almost finished. But in the original model, he also makes some folds here on the eyeballs, which I think kind of adds to it. And so we're going to make a fold on the corners. We're going to make a fold on this corner. We're going to make a fold on this corner. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit, you guys. And there's already kind of a fold on that. And then a fold on this one. And you can also do a fold up here on these ones. On these ones in the corner. And all you're going to do for that part, sorry about that, I went off camera. All you're going to do on that part is you're going to do a reverse fold. I'm using my tweezers here, but you're going to do a reverse fold like that on each corner. So I'm just going to pinch it down. Just like that. And then also on this side, I'm going to do a little pinch. And then on the bottom corners, you can fold those up a little bit more too, even though they already have a pinch mark. Fold this one up. That's what we have so far, as you can see. Looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna do the last corner. So in order to do that, I'm gonna make sure his nose is popped out above his mouth, kinda. And I'm gonna grab that corner and just open it up and grab it. Kind of pinch that one back a little bit like that. You can fold his nose back over when you're done here. And you can repeat it on this side. Just fold his long nose over, grab it, bringing that pinch mark up there like that. All right, and you can even do the bottom ones. You have this bottom one. You can kind of, if you want to, kind of open that up a little bit. Oop. Well, maybe not too much on that one because it's locked in right there. But anyway, that is Mr. Muppet. And pop his nose back out right here. He kind of looks kind of sad. The top of his head came undone. But anyway, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Please share it with your friends. Please hit the like button and the notification button, and we'll see you real soon with another model. Yeah, so have fun folding till we meet again.